Hi everybody. Today I will bring everyone a movie. Girl House, Chasing Girls. The first film in the scene of a fat boy being chased by two neighbor girls. He ran away for a long time, but in the end he got caught. These two girls tricked him into closing his eyes to kiss, but he dropped his army. Then he tricked him into pulling his inner pants down again, then laughed, mocking his precious. The fat boy is extremely disappointed, run away from them, laughing at two neighboring girls, haunted in his mind. Few days later, the fat boy took advantage of when the neighbor went out, cycling one. This boy embraced hatred and revenge against her. Since then, where has the tragedy been opened? The movie officially begins. The female lead, Kelly Atkins, is a college student. She is a good-looking person. The body is extremely seductive. Her father passed away not long ago, and the mother doesn't have a job. To make money to cover life, Kelly decided to take advantage of the summer break. She makes money for her tuition by live online. But this live not like any other normal live stream. After leaving the voice message for mom, Kelly waited with her luggage to wait at the door of the dormitory. After a while, there was a luxury car that stopped in front of her. The glass door pulls down. A man named Gary came to pick her up. Gary is the CEO who has known her online. He took her to the residence of a group specializing in live Girl House Online. On the way, he briefly introduced about his work. In addition to extremely attractive income, they also have advanced protection technology. Technical engineers can guarantee that the addresses of the girls in the girl house will be extremely confidential. Activities and live sessions. It was completely decided by the girls. While talking, the car stopped at the door of a mansion. The person in charge of the building is Steve to welcome Kelly. All around the building are arranged cameras. Responsible security will expel harassers. Gary minds door to Kelly. The person sitting on the sofa wearing the mask is Kat. Seeing the two of them coming, she hurriedly changed the capital, then come back with attractive body. There is always a camera around the room, so that the girls can show their everyday life, as well as a way to get closer to the guests. After Gary left, Kat took Kelly to meet the others, then take her to a private room. Leaving me girls together sentenced me. Kelly also kicked off her first live session. She gradually got used to the camera. The number of viewers liking her is increasing. She quickly achieved 100% viewer performance. The fat boy is grown up every day, also watching Kelly through the screen. His nickname is Loverboy. He was captivated by Kelly at first sight. Kat sees Loverboy's name, immediately told Kelly to come and say hello. Kelly enthusiastically arrived in front of the camera, sent him a kiss on the wind. After the appointment, we'll see you all. Then Kelly quickly turned off the camera. Loverboy immediately performed familiar operations. Rewind the video of Kelly's wind kiss, then capture the screen, print out Kelly's picture. On the wall of his house there are pictures, but he paired himself with the girls in the girl house. This is a freak of his hobby. Another young man was also watching Kelly perform. He even asks you to come see it. His friend is Ben. It looks like the girls only have an 8-letter head. Ben recognized Kelly as a kindergarten classmate. I like Kelly ever since, but no opportunity to express. Unexpectedly, Kelly did this again. A girl T broke into the mansion. Her appearance scares everyone to marry. It seems that people are not welcoming her appearance because she was a drug addict. Kat then drowned her out. She knows Gary is still watching everyone through the camera. Should have gone to the camera and promised, "We'll never do illegal things again." She begged him to give him a chance. As she said that she twisted a few charming poses, Gary saw her interest start to increase. Should temporarily keep her, but now Kelly is so damn it, and in her room, so she could only sleep on the sofa. The next day, Kelly looked at the other girls, have a good time playing, to increase her engagement, so she took a shower naked in front of the camera. Loverboy looked at her through the computer screen, touching the screen with her hand, as if touching as if she were, mouth mumbling as if talking. Then looked up at the mannequin in his room. He walked over to kiss the mannequin. Summer vacation has also ended. Kelly went back to school. Her best friend is very interested in her part-time job, but because of the girl house's privacy regulations, so she can't take you to visit. After school, Kelly was walking. No cilantro, see Ben. The two greeted each other. Kelly took a long time to see Ben again. So not knowing Ben knows very well about her part-time job, Ben just said he was doing research at school. By the way, I invited Kelly to have coffee. Kelly had no reason to refuse. Immediately gave Ben her phone number. She quickly returned to the girl house to continue Levatrium's. Loverboy is still online waiting for her. She asked him if he wanted her to take off his shirt. Loverboy said, "Just want Fireflies to talk calmly with her." Kelly talked normally. Asked him what he does. He introduced his job as computer programming. The irony is that he only uses his hands to type. Just talking. Kelly over here came back and said she felt he was definitely handsome. This fat guy suddenly rubbed it. Do not know how to say anymore. At this moment, Kelly suddenly received a wrinkle. Then I want to end my conversation with Loverboy. But all of a sudden on the screen appeared photo of a bald fat guy. He also asked how does Kelly feel about him. Kelly was a little surprised how he could send pictures. Apparently Girl House's system has been very secure. Kelly spreads her body in a very friendly manner. Say he is very cute. Then quickly turn off the conversation. This fat man, after hearing Kelly's words, he rabbits again relieved. Ben and Kelly arranged to meet at a restaurant. The two of them talked very happily and know their feelings for each other. Ben brought Kelly to the door. At the moment of goodbye, Kelly took the initiative to rejuvenate. Ben thought her teeth would kiss her lips, but unexpectedly she kissed him on the cheek. Ben shyly rushed away. Ben just left. Then Kelly called someone to pick her up. The girl house is preparing for a live broadcast, but unexpectedly Ben, after arriving at the dorm, also quickly mind screen up to watch Kelly live. You can hear your roommate entering. He hurriedly turned off the screen. In his heart, this now rolls a little smeared. He wondered if he should tell Kelly the truth. Roommate advised him, if he wants to grow further with that girlfriend, then you never say it. But Ben did not listen to that advice. The next day he made an appointment with Kelly. He did not hesitate to tell the truth to Kelly. The two people started quarreling. Kelly and the other girls didn't fight. She explained she was only here to make money. With enough money she will leave. After she finishes everything she will give Vinico. Two people have solved the garbage. Then they kissed. They still do not know yet if silent disaster is coming to them. The next morning the name was Fat. While fixing the network, he turned his head to look at the lower part of the employee. A TOEOOOO. He couldn't help but look. Unexpectedly discovered by the late employee. She is flustered and verbally abused him. The fat man cut the hammer in his hand. Where to bang that girl? She screamed where she was spitting blood. Other businesses were shocked. The fat man calmed down. It turns out he is hallucinating. She continued to mock him for leaving. He was barely able to return home. He rushed to mine the computer. He couldn't find Kelly through the camera. Kelly and Ben were together now. He asked the other girls if he saw Kelly, but the other girls all ignored him and also teased him. No one knows where Kelly is. He suddenly discovered a picture of himself is hung on a wall. He enlarged the screen. His photo is printed, and on the picture there are insulting words. He started to go mad, drained the angry C0 and onto the mannequin. Feeling not enough, he was sitting in front of the computer screen typing and hitting. Hacked into the network of Girl House. But this was clearly not from Kelly. When Kelly was out today, Girl T had sneaked into Kelly's room. Just as she tapped the computer up to see the picture of the fat man. Perhaps jealousy, Kelly took her place. Should have done these things. Unexpectedly, this action of her has made him a code death. Tomorrow morning, as the technical staff of the girl house building work as usual, but he didn't notice someone was spying on him. He just took off the canoe headphones, suddenly saw a tree branch blocking the door. A man wearing a mask broke into the room, used the door to beat the technical staff continuously. This masked man entered the security room, solve one by one, but it just shuts down a single person's life. Tie him up on the bed. This intruder left a message on the camera screen. Please enjoy the performance tonight. Then he went outside to carry an item box. A murderous gate towards the girl house mansion. Gary saw a man walking from a distance. He said that we were teasing. Should go out to stop us. But the fat man walked over without thinking. Only a few seconds later, Gary was settled. He also used his phone to control the entire house. At this time, Killy was engrossed in dating Ben. I don't know at all what the mansion is going on. The fat guy looks on his cell phone first. Should have dealt with her first. It was already dark. The other girls had yet to find out. Dangerous thugs are lurking. They are still continuing their jobs. Devin is live streaming. She is chatting privately with Ben's best friend. He has received Devin's consent to private chat, while Devin was dancing on the screen. He said this to Devin, but she didn't believe he was joking. She immediately turned on the Levatrians in anger, but just turn off Levatrians. She was looking at the human figure on the computer screen. Ben's friend saw everything and called Ben over to see it. He pressed her against the wall of the house. So how is she a pretty girl? After saying this, I look up to her. Ben and his friend get tense more and more. The other girls still don't know what happened. Ben contacted Killy. At that moment, Killy just reached the mansion's door. She looked at the guard room with no people, but there is no doubt Ben is not in touch with Killy. Sending a message is also not possible. That fat guy cut the whole line. Should not be contacted. Ben's friend hurriedly called the police, but he does not know the specific location of the house. The police can't help them either. The fat man tortured Devin in front of the computer screen. Hand is on live for thousands of viewers. He smashed her hands. Killy just made it to her room. Ben could not sit still and watch. He loves your friend's thinking way. Must find out the address of the house. The other girl's destiny is also in his hands. Asking for another hour, he gotta give Ben the results. And Ben quickly went to that area. At that time, Devin was trying to mine the door with bloody hands. Then the fat man goes to find his next target. Hank to find the couple from just now. Being bustling in the living room, Hank quickly grabbed the young man's name. Then used sticky tape to cover her nose and mouth. We hang the other youth on the floor, then hit the wall with his head. Hugged the room next to Janet, heard a loud noise. Lean ran to see. She looked at the right time, when the name was Fat, slitting the other youth's name. Janet was terrified, not rabbits. Hurry and run out. The fat man heard the sound of footsteps in chest. Two people struggled to stretch on the second floor. He pushed her down to the first floor. Janet was injured, her legs were broken, and could not move. Can only watch the killer approach. He used his phone to check the camera. See how Devin is typing with his nose. Send the address to a friend of Ben. He cut off the signal of her room. Then go find the other two at the sauna. Kat went back to the room to sleep, leaving Mia in one. The fat man blocked the sauna door. At this moment, Mia found herself stuck in the room. She started calling for help outside, but no one answered. She used stones to bang the glass door. Dams a small batch to inhale oxygen. Then continued to beat the martial arts the glass door. Finally, she escaped the sauna room and rushed to the pool to cool off. Then the fat man soon went to the shore. And always deal with Kane. Killy heard Mia's screams. Curious, she looked out the window. This fat guy is peeking at him. Lean turned to look. Killy hid quickly behind the door. She tried sending the email to ask for help, but it couldn't help. She mines the camera screen to see the other girl's situation. Then Convergence destroyed Marshall camera in the room. Now Ben searched the school. He knocked on the doors of each room to find Killy's friends. Finally he found her, but her friend did not know the address either. Only way to warn the police. When two people are looking for a way. Killy also quickly woke up Kat at this time. The two men gathered to block the door of the room, but not enough to stop the drought. The fat man approached Killy, put her against the wall. Kat ran to find weapons. She pointed back with a golf stick. "Where to hit me?" Killy told Kat to find the police, and she went to save Devin. Kat asked for a guard at the door. While she was explaining everything to the guard, then the fat guy rushed to handle the guard. Kat did not escape either. At that time Killy looked for Devin's body seriously injured. She was now almost completely devastated. Killy comforted the girl. She tried to get her to find help. After Killy had left, then Devin committed suicide with a plastic bag. Now in the house only one survivor is Killy. At this time the police searched for the address. Just arrived in the surveillance room. Then found out that everyone has died, but because of criminal security. So the police side did not reveal the address for Ben. Luckily Ben's friend tried to break in, find the address of the house. Then the villagers sent Ben to that house. Killy was trying to escape the mansion right now, but the fat man caught up. Killy ran away. He controlled the lock of the door to the room that Killy had run into. Killy hides in a room without a camera. The killer goes into every corner to track down Killy's location. Not looking for Killy's body, Drought kept leaving. Killy was in the electrical control room of the building. She cut off the power of a room to attract the attention of the killer. Killy used her camera as a weapon. After that all the power was gone from the building. Used the camera to look around. As expected the killer had gone. Killy used a stick to stab him. He strangled Killy. She used her best to grab the camera and hit him in the head. Don't give him a single survivor. Killy quickly ran outside. At this time Ben also searched. Lean ran to sickly infecting her. Police and newspapers also came. Killy told Ben not to let the press take pictures of her. The movie here also ends. This story is also about us. Be careful with virtual websites. And never judge others based solely on looks. If I know where one day, how about you encounter a killer like this fat guy?